everybody ready? Yes! Perfect, I love it. All right, welcome to the Cancer Support Center's annual meeting. I'm Sue Armato, the Executive Director. I know many of you, and I'm just amazed at how many of you are here, and it's really exciting. We have a lot of great information to share. We have our ancillary boards here. We've got a little bit of big news at the end to share, so it's just great to have you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming tonight. It's a great evening. I wanted to start by introducing our board of directors. I'm going to ask our board members to stand up real quickly. Board members, that's you. Stay standing for a minute. These people, I know it's true, I'm changing those. These people are amazing. They give us so much time and they're so dedicated. They're passionate and committed to the center. And I kid you not that we would not be moving in the direction we are, which is a very good one without them. So thank you to all of you for your leadership. All right, so tonight we're going to accomplish a few things. You're going to meet the leaders of our ancillary boards, so you'll learn a little bit about what those are. We're going to talk about, Jim's going to give some inspiring words. He's our board president. He's been practicing. He's really excited. Judith Hanslin, who's one of our founders, is going to come up and do just a couple words. Just short. That's it. But we're very happy to have her because we always want to remind ourselves of where we came from. We know we're moving forward, but it's so important to stay grounded in the roots of to help remind you what you're committed to and dedicated to. Sound good? Yes. All right. Well, let's start then I want to introduce the ancillary board. So I'm going to start with the women's board. So Deb O'Kleshin is the women's board president, and she's going to give you 2 minutes. You can time her. 2 minutes.
Not even 2.
about what the women's board is. So the point of this is maybe you want to get involved in the center a little more, and maybe you didn't even know that we had ancillary boards that helped sort of raise money, be ambassadors. So this is a chance for you to learn a little bit more about that. So take it away, Deb.
Well, I'm pretty new as the president of the women's board, and they're amazing. Actually, we have the Village Door, if you haven't all heard about them, on Ridge. And that's where a lot of our funds to give to the center come from. We do 3 premier events a year. Basically, Evening Together, which is coming up. It's an amazing night for survivors. It's a wonderful dinner. Just a very special evening and very heartwarming. Also this year, we are going to do the House Walk, November 18th. 4 to 5 houses, vendors, bake sale, a lot of fun things. It's always a fun holiday time to go see houses. And we're doing, for the 2nd year in a row, we are doing a wine tasting appetizer at La Voûte on the 20th of July. And it's just strictly a fundraiser for the center from the women's board.
And a nice social, so.
Yeah, and it's an excellent social, meet people, have new members come in, meet and greet us. So.
Yeah, wonderful. So if anyone's interested in the women's board, Deb O'Kleshin is your person.
Thank you.
And you'll notice on the back of your agenda is a calendar of all of the special events. Isn't it impressive? Of this year. Some of it's programming, but like the events Deb talked about are on here. So it'll be a spot for you to kind of keep track of all of our exciting things. So Mark Matthews is here with the Homewood Community Board. Take it away, Mark.
Hi, I'm Mark Matthews. I'm the president of the Homewood Community Board, and we started in 2004. And at that time, it was a group of 30-somethings that really believed in the mission of the center, and they wanted to get involved. And back then, we weren't called the Community Board. We were 30-somethings. We were called the Junior Board. About 4 years ago, we sailed into 40-something territory, figured we needed to change our name. We became the Community Board. The whole idea behind the Community Board is we hold 2 events to raise money, but also we're ambassadors, and the idea is that you'll run into us, well, back then at preschool drop-off, but now it's at high school events, shopping at Waltz, at the baseball fields, at the soccer fields, and that's kind of how we get the word out. We hold the 2 large events. One's a costume theme party, and that's been going on for a while. Texas Hold'em, which we just completed and had its highest revenue, 2nd highest revenue ever. That was one of our original events, so we held our 13th incarnation of that. And we're really happy that last year we passed the $500,000 mark in funds raised.
Yay!
Right now, we're a group of about 50 people. We hold fun events with wide appeal, and many hands make light work, and so we're always looking for new members. Our new member meeting is March 14th, so if you happen to know anybody that'd be interested to work with the center in that capacity, we'd love to have you, and you can just contact the center to
Absolutely.
get involved.
Yeah. You all doing a great job. You've done a great job as president. If you want to have fun, join that group. Right? And gamble. Fun and gamble. Thank you, Mark. All right, next, our Mokina Community Board person wasn't able to make it. So Amy's going to, who is the staff liaison to the Mokina Community Board, is going to do the 2 minutes of what Tom would have done. 30 seconds. Oh. We're getting time back.
So we have two community boards, kind of based on geographics. One is kind of for residents who live in the Homewood area, although anybody from any suburbs could join that one. And then we have the community board Mokina area, near our Mokina facility, so people who live in that southwestern suburbs can join. They've not been around as long, but they also do the same thing with ambassadors and host. This year will be 2 events and one that's kind of a social event that also raises some money. The first one coming up, and you can get some flyers right over at the table, is March Madness. It's the final 4 teams playing in the NCAA championship. It's going to be at Side Street Tavern, which is in Tinley Park. Used to be Ariel's Restaurant. It's only $30. You get to watch TV on this giant screen that's about the size of this wall. There's raffles, there's food. It's a lot of fun. You can register on our website. They're also going to be doing hats and tea out in the Mokina Frankfort area this year. We did it out in the Homewood Flossmoor area last year, kind of alternating the sites. So that'll be coming up probably around August. And then they also do at Christmas time, they do an event at Parkview Christian Church in Orland Park. It's for the kids. So you come out and you watch movies and you visit with Santa and you can bid on raffle baskets. It's a lot of fun. And last year we had about 160 parents and their kids there visiting. So it keeps growing every year. So that's also an event the first Saturday in December. Always looking for new people, so if you're interested in getting involved, come
And when do
see
they
me.
meet?
They meet on the second Monday of every month. Sometimes at Side Street Tavern, sometimes at the Mokina office.
All right. All right. Thank you, Amy, AKA Tom. And then our last but not least, we have the junior board, Becca Dobres. We're so excited. You are a year old.
Yeah, barely.
Barely.
So I'm gonna use my full 2 minutes because
Yeah.
I'm new and I talk a lot. But yeah, I'm Becca Dobrik. My family has a very long history with the center. So I've been wanting to start the junior board for a long time because my aunts and uncles were part of the starting of the community board, and then they got old. There was no junior board. So, sorry. So there was no junior board. And so in the beginning of last year, I reached out to the center and was interested in getting a junior board started. We had a meeting, I think last February or March, and just an informational meeting, like see if there's any interest. And I think we had over 50 people show up in the city, all young people in their 20s and 30s. There was clear interest. What was awesome too was that it was folks from Mokina and the suburbs and Homewood that were both very connected to the center, but now maybe we're living in the city. I knew about half the people. I didn't know a lot of people, which was also really exciting. So we took the next couple months to figure out what we were doing and what it means to be a board. We wrote some bylaws. Became official. I think we had then ultimately ended up with 28 dues-paying members of the junior board in our first year, and we set up 3 goals. Our first goal was to do 1 fundraising event a year to raise funds for the center. We wanted to focus our energy on 1 event, and then the second was to help support other things that the center is doing. Both places obviously do a lot of awesome work, and we wanted to help supplement and support those as much as we could. And the third was that it was really clear from us that we wanted to get involved ourselves and really volunteer and raise money, but also volunteer and get involved in the center in any ways we can. And so by the time we figured all this out, it was a little late in the year, so we stuck to our 1 fundraiser. It was a pretty big success.
Huge success.
It was really, we had to shut people out, we had to raise a lot of money,
Yeah.
it was great. It was super fun too, and we were like, okay, we can like really do this. So this year, we're really focusing on doing all 3 of our goals, and we have a really high retention rate, and so we're expecting a big year. We'll be able to both do volunteer programs, be at more center events, and hopefully have just as successful, hopefully more successful fundraiser this year too.
And you're going to help with the Survivor Block Party, right?
Yes, that's the
gonna
volunteer program we're hoping to take on for the center.
Be awesome.
We're discussing it officially at our
Okay.
next meeting, but I'm pretty sure everyone's
Okay.
good with it. But but yes, if you have anyone interested in joining the junior board, we're always looking for new members and would love people to join too.
Thank you. So, I know a number of you came from afar, from downtown, to come and visit us. So who's on the junior board? Raise your hand. Isn't this amazing? Like these great young leaders stepping forward. So thank you so much. It's very exciting. Wonderful. So hopefully you're inspired and thinking about, maybe I'd like to get involved, or maybe my sister would like to get involved, or my son. So let us know. We'd love to have you join in a different way. All right. So, Mr. President, come on down. This is
Huge.
yeah.
Believe me.
This is Jim Kadira. Spotlight's on him. Jim has been on the board for a number of years. He works at CN, and CN has been an amazing friend to the center. They got the Founders Award 2 years ago for their ongoing contribution, and Jim has provided great leadership and commitment to the center. And he's your first inaugural activity as board president, sir. Take it away.
You'll find out why you don't trust me at the floor too often. You say you guys weren't warned. As Sue said, well, first of all, I just want to congratulate all the various boards. The stuff they're doing for the center is just absolutely fabulous. Thank you for all your efforts you do with the organization and the events you put on. Because we are nothing unless we're the total sum of all the parts, and the parts are very strong. We're very pleased, very fortunate to have such dedicated, motivated people. Whatever we as a board of directors can do for you, please reach out to any one of us. I know you said there's a number of us in the audience tonight, but we're here to support you, to support the center, so don't ever forget that. And also, before I go any further, I do like to pay call out special guests out here in the evening, and for those Flossmoor residents, we have your mayor, Paul Braun, in the audience tonight. So thank you so much for joining us. Flossmoor and Homewood area have always been strong supporters of the center and all our activities. So, with no further ado, my apologies for referring to the written notes. It says don't hate me for it, but there's certain points I want to make sure I didn't forget about tonight anyway. So here we go. No further ado. I am Jim Kadira. I've been a board member for about a decade now, and current president. I come to the center both personally, as both my mother-in-law passed away from cancer, and professionally, as Sue says, CN was a supporter of the center even before I was active as a board member also. So I have kind of dual approaches to support of the center. And on behalf of the entire board of directors, many of them who are here tonight, I'd like to thank each and every one of you, whether you are clients, staff, or supporters. You define what the center is, and with your help, we continue to evolve and meet the needs of our ever-growing population of customers and clients. And like I said, we exist for you. Now, as we progress through 2017, this still new year of both state and federal political entertainment and relative economic stability, it's easy to get caught up in all the daily noise that surrounds our lives, and we lose sight of the real values that really make us who we are. And those values are love of family, religion, and country. As our clients come to us for assistance in whatever their needs are, we hope and pray that we can help connect the dots between some of those values, at least make the journey a little less stressful, a little less intimidating. As I progress through my years of association with the center, I'm personally honored to have played at least a small role in its ongoing development. As you've heard about a little already with the little teases that Sue gave you, with a little more to come, we're poised at a very pivotal point in this center's history, and very proud to have to be part of this. I am totally comfortable, and I know the entire board of directors is totally comfortable that we're going to be able to remain true to our mission and our focus. That is to provide all the programs and services to our clients and no cost to them. That is our mission. That's what we will continue to do. With all of your support and feedback, we will continue to adapt to the changing needs of you, our customers and clients, many of whom are thankfully able to enjoy extended periods of quality time with their loved ones that was thought possible even as a short time as a generation ago. So your Cancer Support Center is adapting to these new realities, offering new programs and services. Many of you who have participated in them already. And still open to changing some current programs, constantly changing the way we look at what we do to meet the needs of you, our clients. So as we look forward to hearing your advice and guidance about what we can do better, we're here to make that happen and make it a comfortable experience as possible for all of you. I will not promise that we'll be able to meet every single need, but I am here to say that overall the center is stronger than I've ever seen it in my years of affiliation. And as we approach our 25th, coming up on the 25th year of providing service, we readily accept the challenges of providing services for the next coming 25 years, changing, adapting as we possibly can. So thank you. Thank you for entrusting us with helping us to meet your needs. Consider us your partners as we go down this path. And above all else, remember that we are here to help. Thank you very much. I finished my 2 minutes for.
And it seems so appropriate while you were talking that your trains were going by and greeting us. You gotta love those CN trains. We do.
Phone call.
Thank you, Jim. Very, very good. All right, Mrs. Hanslin, would you like to come and share just a few words about how the center came to be?
I would like to tell them that. I would love to tell you where the idea for the Cancer Support Center came from. And it came, I was an oncology nurse. I worked in the office of Doctors Desser, Robin, and Kozlov. And one of my patients, her name is Joan Hopkins, had inflammatory breast cancer. And she was going up to Hinsdale, to the wellness community, for using their program. And she was getting chemo and radiation therapy. And she said it was too far to go and we needed to have one here. And would I help her? And I knew from what I was doing as an oncology nurse, I had come to the physician's office, preparing and giving chemo in the office. I had come from University of Chicago. And at University of Chicago, I knew about Hinsdale. And we referred all of our people to the Hinsdale one. So we knew what they were doing and we knew how important it was. And that as oncology professionals, we didn't have anything to offer that way for people. So that's how I got involved. And then the doctors that I worked for were very supportive. And they even gave me 2 days off with pay to go visit the other centers and come back. And they were hands-on people. When we were starting, Dr. Desser read absolutely everything that what we wrote. And when we were doing our mission, when we were doing what we wanted to do, we knew that we wanted the center to be a place away from the hospital. And 5 women sat down in August of '92 to see how we could do this. And other people came and joined us. And then there were originally 6 people who were the original founders. And some of them had one of them had breast cancer herself, was diagnosed the same time as Joni. Joni's dream became our dream. And you need to know that Joan Hopkins used her last energies on earth for us to get started. We sat down in August of '92 to see how we could do this, and Joni died in January of '93. She literally used her last energies for us to do this. And yeah, and her dream became our dream, and the rest is here. And I cannot thank enough this board of directors, this staff, the volunteers, every single person who contributes, all the boards. I cannot thank you enough for the places that we have here in Homewood and here in Mokina, and for what they're doing. It makes a difference to so many people. It makes a difference in their life, and we can't change their cancer. We can't change what they're going through that way, but we know things that can help. And I'm so proud of this staff and of the board for the changes that they continue to make. As new research comes along about things that are effective, that gets incorporated. Changes are being made. They weren't rigid, they weren't confined to a little preset notion. When we started, our only goal was to give support to people, that some people had somewhere to come and talk to a counselor and have support groups. And that was all. That was all we offered, and that was all. And as new things were learned, the center changed. And I cannot thank all of you enough for what the center is today.
Thank you, Judith.